Mistake with the Alpha, Chapter 53. Allison's point of view. I didn't even bother to reply. I just walked in to look for the one person I came to find. Luna, did you need anything? One of the head maids asked me. I'm looking for that fat maid, I said, as if I didn't know her name. Sam has many choruses. I hated the way they all answered me. I found it rude. They shouldn't be able to talk at the sight of me. I'm their Luna. They should be trembling at my sight. I didn't say anything to that. Yes, where is she? I asked. She's not in, they replied to me again. If they knew how angry I was with their attitude, they wouldn't even look at me. I don't get, I frown. I was angry that I didn't meet that girl here too. Jalen already returned. She too was supposed to have returned. Then those inside here decided to take my anger to the highest level. They all begin to talk at once. What ill manner is for you all to talk to me like I'm one of you? How dare you? I growled at them. This silenced them immediately. They all bowed their heads. My voice would have been more effective if Jalen had marked me as their Luna. I would have made them all kneel at my feet. I know their silence is just a mere honor of not wanting to be scolded by their alpha. Now I need someone sensible to talk to me, I said authoritatively. She went home, I heard Sally's voice. I didn't even know when she got there, because I was sure that she wasn't here when I arrived. I just hate to hear that woman's voice talk more of me seeing her. I turned to look at her, and she saw her ugly, irritating self standing by the door. My hatred for Sally didn't just begin because of her closeness to my enemy Sam. I've always hated her since I was a pup. I never liked her. She loves to, but into what doesn't seem to be her business. When I was a pup, I've always succeeded in behaving like a perfect, kind, and calm pup to everyone around. The thing is, I love to see people be in pain. I love to take what is not mine and make those that have it claim that they gave it to me voluntarily. Sally has always been the one to catch me in this little act and wouldn't stay out of it. She would tell it to my parents. My dad never believes her though, but my mom does and scolds me anytime. My dad too doesn't like Sally because most times he and my mom fights on this issue. This is one of the reasons I don't like my mom. She trusted Sally and not her own daughter. When my mother died, I didn't even cry. I felt she deserved what happened to her for always scolding me, and it was all that old woman's fault. Looking at Sally and her gray hair, I wondered how old she would be now.
Why?
Shouldn't she be on duty? I asked blankly. It wasn't oblivious to Sally that I hated her, and I know she doesn't like me. I'm sure going to make her pay once I become the Luna. I'll make her life a living hell that she would wish for death. She's sick, so I had to send her home, she replied calmly, not even with a single sign of reverence. I could sense that she's lying, but what could I do when I don't have concrete evidence and I'm not their Luna yet? Arguing with her is like I'm forcing things. Is the Alpha aware of this? I asked. I want to seize that as an opportunity to scold her. Well, the Alpha doesn't concern himself with the maid's issue. He leaves all that to me, Sally replied. And that's before I came. Now I'm the Luna here, and everything that goes on in this pack house, especially when it is related to this kitchen, should be reported to me. I mean everything, I ordered with pride. I love how power makes me feel. I had once asked my father why he's not the Alpha, instead of him being just a lowly Gemma. My father smiled, saying that one can't choose what post to be when it comes to the werewolf. It's the moon goddess that does it all. Well, I think the moon goddess doesn't have a right judging heart. I deserve to rule, and now I'm getting it myself. Apologies, Allison, and I'm not trying to dispute your words or your authority, but for now until the wedding, I won't be able to report anything to you except the Alpha orders me to, she said. Her voice doesn't sound rude, but I felt it was hidden in its mockery. Being that once an Alpha sees his mate, the mating process is done immediately. I felt mocked, and that made me feel so disrespected and angry. What an effrontery! I shouted in ire. I went to her and gave her a nice slap. I could hear gasps everywhere, but my anger blinded me. Sally, being a retired warrior, didn't even move at my slap. Her expression didn't even change. She just stood there looking blankly at me as if nothing happened. When I realized there wasn't any action from her as I expected, well, I expected her to tremble at my feet, but she didn't. This pissed me off, but I know if I keep on using my anger on her, I might run into trouble. Sally is one loved by all, and I would also need her not to ruin this for me. I then quickly put on my pretending self. I didn't like to do it, but for now I'm left with no choice. "Oh, Sally," I called as if I was going to cry. "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know what came over me," I said with a shaky voice. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded. Also, check out our next video in the series.